3, 2, 1, klapp. Hello, and welcome back to the Spoilercast. And welcome back to the Spoilercast Summer Extravaganza. Woohoo! Yes, we're joining you here from the beach. And we're going to talk more lists. Everyone's favorite top 10 list of things you don't care about really, but you want to see what number 1 is. My name is Tobias, and with me as always is my sister and trusted co-host, Rebecca.
Hello.
Hello. And in this episode, we're going to do, for me, probably the hardest list. Not for you, I know that.
Second hardest.
Second hardest. We're doing top 10 90s horror movies. Yes, not top 10 horror movies. That's easy. Not top 10 70s or 80s horror. That's pretty easy. Top 10 90s. The decade where horror died and was reborn. So these are our favorite horror movies from the 1990s. Number 6 is gonna surprise you. I don't know. I don't know.
It might.
It might. Like always, we'll go through them from number 10 to number 1, starting with my number 10. Let's get into it.
Yes.
My number 10 is Arachnophobia. The first spider horror comedy movie starring Jeff Bridges and John Goodman and some other people that I don't remember.
Probably the only spider comedy horror movie.
No, there is Eight-Legged Freaks.
That's true.
And I would say even Vermin or Infested has some jokes, but I would not call it a horror comedy.
No, that is terror.
It's pure terror. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I rewatched that one with my friends. It was a tough watch. Very tough
Still
watch.
haven't finished it.
Yep. But yes, Arachnophobia from, I don't remember the year, 94, I think. It is...
I'm not gonna know the year on any of my movies.
I might know a couple, but yeah. It is just, like I said, it is almost in the style of Tremors.
Yeah.
In how it's like, in the feel of it and the style of it, because it's very 90s. But instead of giant, prehistoric worms, it's spiders, which makes it a lot more scary.
Yes.
It is, creepy crawlies, especially spiders, not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
I am deathly afraid, and you have a legit phobia. So
I would say so, yes.
Have you seen this one?
I have, I think.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Ages ago, though.
Yeah. The scene
and I don't think I've seen it since.
The scene where it's crawling around the popcorn
Stop!
bucket.
Let's not talk about spiders too much. Shut up.
And then coming out of the nose.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why it's on the list. It's
I did not.
Creepiest and crawliest horror movies of all time.
I haven't seen it in so long I forgot it existed.
Yeah. What is your number 10?
My number 10 is Audition. Now, I honestly haven't seen that in so long, but I was struggling to find 90s horror films that I like, and I remember liking it.
Oh,
I
it's
just
very
don't
good.
remember
Yeah, it's
exactly how much I like it.
It's a Takashi Miike movie, so it's bleak, it's horrific, it's it makes you question life.
Yeah.
And it has one of the most horrifying horror villains of all time. The little lady who just want to become a star. And she'll do anything to get it. Including putting people in plastic bags.
I feel like I should have rewatched it, but I just didn't have time.
It's quite a tough watch, because it's really like harsh.
I remember that part.
Yeah. So I'd rather not. I like it, but I don't want to watch it.
I literally, for this list, I went to Letterboxd. I filtered on horror movies and the 90s. And I was scrolling, oh my god, I remember liking that one. I was like, you know what, I'm putting it on the list because I need one more.
Yeah.
So it ended up with that one.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I just remember liking it. I don't remember much else.
Well, do you remember this one then? My number 9 is Event Horizon.
That one I do remember.
Yes, it's horror. It's The Shining in space.
Yeah, basically.
And kind of a rip-off to the Doom video game. And a precursor to some of the Doom movies. Yeah, it's a haunted house in space. with dimensions to hell and lots of gore and, spooky cathedrals, zero gravity gore. It's just chock full of goodness if you like horror and sci-fi. And it even has Sam Neill, the king of weird culty horror movies. It has some stuff that really doesn't work. Like it has too many quips from one specific character. And some of the sound effects are really bad. But overall, it's a movie that people sleep on because it's from one of the worst directors of all time, Paul W.S. Anderson, the man who created the Resident Evil movie franchise. And Monster Hunter a couple of years ago. Jesus Christ. But Event Horizon is awesome, and people, it's become a cult classic for those very specific reasons. It is so moody, it is so, visually stunning, and, it has one of my favorite performances in 90s horror, Jack Noseworthy as Baby Bear, or whatever his name is. They call him Baby Bear all the time, I don't remember. What is your number 9?
My number 9 is The Exorcist 3.
Yeah, which is going to come up on my list, but a lot higher up.
Again, kind of struggling to find 90s horror films, because the only, 3, 4 maybe that I could think of at the top of my list. The rest were I know that's horror movies. Is it 90s though?
And nope.
Scroll through a bunch to actually figure out if I was allowed to put it on the list, because the ones I wanted to put on the list were 2000s. Turned out. That's
the thing with this list. With the end of all the franchises, the Friday the 13th, Hellraiser and Halloween, even
a lot of them were 80s that I wanted to put on.
Yeah, all of them were 80s, and they died because they had the last or the most horrific in quality, terrible sequels in the 90s. And for a while, people were like, horror is gone. There were little ones, and those were on our lists. But horror was kind of dead until, a movie that comes up very high up on both our lists. So Exorcist 3, though, is another one that people kind of forget, because you had the horrible Exorcist 2, and really you shouldn't do a sequel to The Exorcist, one of the greatest movies of all time.
Which we said in the full episode we've done on those movies.
Yeah, but The Exorcist 3, it's so well written. It's written by the guy who wrote the book, William Peter Blatty, who wrote the book, The Exorcist.
Right, yes.
Which gives it this very poetic quality. And he also directs it the way he writes, very slow and methodic. Yeah. And George C. Scott as the cop is just so fucking good. His speech about what he believes in the end, when he believes in filth and hatred and pus and shit. I believe it all. It's so good. He's just a man on the edge the entire movie. I love it so much. Really, if you like horror, you need to watch it. You need to get past the fact that it's called The Exorcist 3 and just think of it as Legion.
Basically, watch it as a standalone. It's much better that way.
Oh, and Brad Dourif as the murderer / the demon. Oh my god. My god. Anyway, that's your number 9.
That's my number 9.
I kind of took over you there.
It's fine, because you remember most of these horror films much better than me. I really struggled with finding 90s horror films. Yeah. They were all 80s or 2000s. I whatever.
Yeah.
Number 8.
Number 8 for me is the proto Scream movie. It's Wes Craven's New Nightmare, where because everyone knows Scream is. Hey, sorry, that's the one. It's the one that revitalized horror in the 90s, because it was kind of poking fun at horror movies and being very meta. It's a horror movie. It's about people who know horror movies, and know the tropes, but it also it embraces the tropes. And Wes Craven's New Nightmare does the same thing. It's a Freddy Krueger movie, but in the quote unquote real world, and somehow Freddy Krueger's in the real world now. It has some first of all, it's the first legitimately scary Freddy Krueger movie since the first one. He's actually scary in this one instead of a funny guy. And it has some really, really effective scares, especially towards the end. that really, really sticks with you. Great, once again, great visuals and great, like we said, meta storytelling. Wes Craven is a genius at that. We'll talk more about that when we talk about horror sequels, because he's in that list as well. But that's
I
why
wanted to add like the original Nightmare on Elm Street, obviously.
That's 80s.
But, it's 80s, so
80s.
Unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to.
Yeah. But that's not my number
You and your
8.
stupid rules.
That's my number 8. What's your number
My
8?
number 8 is Event Horizon. For all the things you said, for all the reasons you said.
It's a great haunted house ghost spook story, but in space, which makes it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting it simple.
My number 7 was the last one. I was struggling to find one last one. And I was just like, oh, that's right. Peter Jackson had a whole career of horror movies before The Lord of the Rings. And he made one of the greatest splatter movies of all time, Brain Dead, or to you Americans, Dead Alive. Which is not really scary. It's more of a horror comedy, but it is a horror movie.
Yes.
It's the scene where a guy just chops up hundreds of zombies with a motorized lawnmower. And he just lifts it up and just walks into them. And there is a literal ton, a cubic ton of fake blood. There's so much fake blood that he starts, it was unintentionally starts slipping in it. And they kept it in the movie because there's so much. Not very scary, but for someone who loves gore, loves zombie movies, and loves the insanity of early Peter Jackson, this is fucking chef's kiss. So good. If you love Peter Jackson and you haven't checked out his earlier movies, check out Bad Taste, Meet the Feebles, definitely. On your list a little later, Frighteners. But do not sleep on Brain Dead. It is a splatter masterpiece. That's my number 7.
My number 7 is The Sixth Sense.
I
know. A little bit of a missed opportunity there. It's actually one that I hadn't seen until we saw it. Was it last year? I didn't see it properly.
A couple of years.
Maybe it's a couple of years ago. I hadn't seen it properly until then.
Okay.
I knew I see ghosts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't know exactly what the twist was.
Oh, nice. So the twist was...
Which I told you when we recorded it.
Oh,
but
maybe
you probably don't remember.
Yeah.
So I found it to be a really good. It has really scary moments as well. It's not just a good movie. It is a bit scary.
Oh, yeah. I saw it when it was pretty new, like when I was like 10 or 11. And it was the first movie that I can remember giving me nightmares.
Because
I
the
couldn't,
freaking ghosts.
Yeah, I couldn't. I had to go cover my eyes. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
It was so scary. The woman was like, "You can't hurt me anymore.
Yeah.
Look what you did to me." Yeah. Oh my god.
For being on surface being such a slow and calm movie, really.
Yeah.
The scary bits are really fucking scary.
Yeah, but that's also why it's one of the best horror movies. Really, is that it's not just scary. Like it affects you emotionally. It's unsettling.
Yeah.
And it's sad, so sad. Yeah. Very layered and complex main character. I love it. And rewatching it, you discover so many little details about the twist. Everyone knows it, but we're not going to spoil the twist. In case you haven't seen it, watch it. Oh my god, it's so good. Yeah.
Now, your number 6.
My number 6,
which was the one that would surprise you.
yeah. I just picked one. It's another one that I didn't watch until this year. Partly because it's like a prequel / sequel to a TV show that's very confusing.
Yeah.
So this movie is even more confusing.
Oh god, no.
It's Twin Peaks: Fire Walk with Me. I couldn't really tell you what happens in the movie. It's all like an acid trip nightmare. But what I do remember is how fucking horrific it is. Like the mental and physical torture that Laura Palmer goes through. You fully understand her character in the show after watching this. It is some of the most painful stuff you will see a person go through in that movie.
I haven't been able to see the show either, so I'm...
No, yeah. Imagine the show, and then you amp up the horror and terror to 10.
I think I just got too confused, if I'm being honest.
That too, yeah. It is. It's a really really tough watch. And I know what's her name? I forget the actress's name who plays Laura Palmer. She was like mentally affected by making the movie for weeks afterwards, where she like crawled into a hole and didn't like could do things afterwards because of the shit she had to endure throughout the movie.
Is it Cheryl Lee?
Cheryl Lee, yes.
Yeah, Cheryl Lee, yeah.
So big ups to her for sacrificing her mental health for our entertainment, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's my number 6. What is your number 6?
My number 6 is The Silence of the Lambs, which I know you kind of argued isn't technically a horror film. It is tagged as one.
Yes.
Like everywhere.
On every list I watched that kind of jogged my memory, it was on there and usually very high up on the list. I didn't want to personally pick it because I think it's more of a thriller. But I mean, it's definitely, it has horror moments. Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those movies that people remember as being like, oh my God, it was so scary. And it is.
Yeah, it's not the screaming out loud kind of scared. It's the kind of nagging under the surface, constantly lingering scary.
Yeah.
Horror instead.
Yeah, definitely.
Just I to a certain degree, well, it depends on my mood, I guess. I like either those that's fully like slow, lingering, creeping, scary, or it needs to be pure popcorn scares. I can't do a mix. I can't do the in-betweens because that's just dumb.
Yeah.
I like the either end.
And then
as well as one ended up on number 6.
Yeah. And then
I just slightly prefer the popcorn scares.
Sure.
Because it's easier to walk away from.
Yeah, exactly. It won't make you sad and having existential dread for weeks afterwards. That
nightmares and all that stuff.
Yeah. And I would argue it's one of the best movies in general.
That too.
Oh yeah, pure horror though.
Very good movie.
Yeah, number 6 makes sense. Yeah. My number 5 is another one that's kind of forgotten. A lot of the
I actually haven't seen it.
A lot of the good horror movies from the 90s are forgotten because everyone just remembers the garbage. But my number 5 is Jacob's Ladder. If you like the Silent Hill games, especially number 1 and 2, big inspiration for the Silent Hill games. It is peak psychological horror. Bit of the ending at that point when it was made wasn't tropey, but now it's kind of a cop-out kind of ending. When it's like, oh, it was that all along. It's like, okay. But when you watch it, it's just like, whoa. And it's also one of those endings that everyone wants to write the kind of ending they use, and you never really write it as well as they did. Like my first full script that I finished, and this was like decades before I saw the movie, because I saw it quite late. I saw it only a few years ago. It's the exact same ending. It's like, oh, what the fuck? Because it's one of those perfect endings that everyone wants to write, and nobody pulls it off the way Jacob's Ladder actually does.
Is it black and white?
No. It's very
pictures in black and white.
Oh well, some of the production stills might be, but the movie is in color.
Okay.
But yeah, it's psychologically very oppressive. It has a lot of great visuals, a lot of cool monster makeup basically. But at the end, it's also like a very very sad and like emotional movie, which I also like that with my horror when it's not just pure horror. It's something deeper than that, and this is very 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 sad movie. That's what's number 5 on my list. Your number 5. Not very sad.
My number 5 is The Frighteners.
Yeah.
Which I haven't rewatched in a very long time, but when I was going through the list, I was like, oh, I remember that one.
That is a good one.
That's one of those movies that, when we lived with our parents, I went into your room to grab a DVD to watch, and I would grab that one quite often, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one and The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Ooh,
For some reason, those two. Though, Emily Rose is not a 90s movie, unfortunately.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So, Frighteners had to be that one.
Yeah.
I actually really like it. I don't remember why I like it. I think it's just, in general, just a good movie.
It is, yeah.
I don't know if people agree with, but I think it's a good movie.
It's a very good movie. The thing that I remember the most, though, is before I saw it, way before I saw it, because I saw it a little later, because I was too young when it came out. in a comic book I had, an X-Files comic book, you could win the DVD for it. So it had the poster or the DVD cover, and it's just so creepy. It's that white cover where like a skull coming through like a sheet, sort of.
Yeah.
So,
no, it's the I think it's the wallpaper.
Yeah. Ooh,
in the movie, yeah.
So freaky. And when all that stuff happens in the movie, Jesus.
It has one of my favorite villain actors.
Yeah, Jake Busey.
I love him as a villain.
Yeah. He
so
works perfectly
good.
as a villain, yeah.
So good as a villain.
Yeah. And
absolutely love it. And I mean, Michael J. Fox.
In one of his last, definitely his last starring roles, but like one of his last movie roles. Because his Parkinson had really started affecting him. And
I think he did the TV show.
He did Spin City after that.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. But
after that, he more or less retired.
Other than that, he doesn't do a lot. He does some voice acting, I think.
Nowadays, he doesn't do much at all because he's so suffering from Parkinson. Unfortunately.
He does have 2 upcoming, random TV show episodes, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think it's voice only.
Yeah. So that one is sad for
and he played himself in Annie in the Annie movie from what was it, 2000 and something?
18? The Black Annie movie?
14. Yeah.
14. Jesus, that's 10 years
ago.
Yeah,
it's that old.
Anyway, that's your number 5, The Frighteners.
That's my number 5. Yes.
Another Peter Jackson movie. Kind of a transition.
Yeah, kind of forgotten, to be honest.
Yeah, because it's a transition from his splattered early days and his big fantasy epic days after that.
Yeah. I like that it's not splatter. It's it's ghost story.
A ghost splatter, even sometimes.
Yeah, there is some splatter. Yeah,
there is. My number 4. We've already talked about it. It's The Sixth Sense, and it's my number 4 for all those reasons. I like I like a good sad horror movie, and this one is very, very sad. So yeah.
Yes.
Works on the same way that Jacob Slatter does. It has that twist that just kicks it in a little higher up on my list. But yeah, we've already talked about it. So let's go to your number 4.
Which is Interview with a Vampire, which again, I think you argued maybe is not technically a horror film.
For me, it's more of it is like a gothic horror, but it's more like...
Yes.
It's more... Because it's so gothic, that almost makes it feel more like a romance movie somehow.
It does have a lot of that in it.
Yeah.
But there are some scenes that were very disturbing.
Oh, yeah.
When I watched it when I was a kid, and rewatching it as an adult, it's still, that is so honestly creepy. When they find all of her dead nannies, she's buried in her room among the toys and shit. Oh, that scene still gives me the creeps.
Kirsten Dunst and her surrogate prostitute mother being walled in.
Ashed, yeah.
That one is, that is truly horrific stuff.
The entirety of that when they're at the theater and they're being hunted, really.
Theater company, really creepy guys.
Oh, it's so uncomfortable.
It is, yeah. I agree. It is technically a horror movie, but for me, I like different kind of horror.
Yeah, it's not horror.
Exactly. Now,
drama horror, I guess.
Yeah. My number 3, this I didn't even think of this, but it is actually The Exorcist 3, for all the reasons we said before. And I think the absolute strongest being George C. Scott's performance. He's so good in that movie. He has given a lot of great performances. This one might be my favorite.
Yeah.
It's up there with Hardcore. It's so good. But we can skip right ahead to your number 3 then.
Which is the Japanese version, of course. The Ring. Or Ringu, I guess.
The original Ringu, yeah.
Yeah. And I actually started rewatching it. I didn't have time to finish it, but I started rewatching it. It's before I put it on the list, because I was like, do I actually like this one? Or do I just remember the American version? No. The Japanese version. And holy shit.
That's one of those...
When they're watching the tape and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Such a slow, just uncomfortable, creeping feeling, mainly.
It's creeping terror, yeah.
I keep waiting for, someone to be in the corner behind them when they turn around or something, but there's no one there.
Yeah. That's one that I haven't seen. I haven't seen the original.
You haven't?
Never have. I started watching it once, but I was kind of half slumbering, and I was like, oh, right, I have to read the subtitles for this. I should probably watch this when I am fully awake.
See, I thought first of all of One Missed Call, because that's the one I really, really like
Yeah.
the Japanese version of.
Yeah.
But again, that is not
2000.
99. It's not 90s. Yeah, it's 2001, I think.
2000, 2001. It's early 2000s.
Something like that. Yeah.
Same thing with
but-
The Grudge. I think it's 2000.
Exactly. Yes. Which is also amazing.
That, yeah.
But then, you know, having to pick the 90s, I picked Ring.
Ring.
And it's so good. Just the premise of like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, teenagers watching a stupid video like we all do these days
Yeah.
every day, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Then getting that call.
It's the original viral video.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's literally.
Literally, yes.
It's the cautionary tale that no one listened to.
Yeah, I know.
Because if we did, we wouldn't have what we have now.
So,
It's so good. It's so good. Yes.
my number.
Now, your number 2.
Yes, my number 2 is the movie that revitalized the horror genre. It's Scream.
Woo!
Another one that we've talked a lot about. We've talked about
Yes.
Scream on several occasions. It's one of my all-time favorite horror movies. One of my all-time favorite movies.
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing more to say about it. It's just so fucking good. Like, it might be a perfect movie.
In my opinion, it is.
Yeah.
It is a perfect movie.
It might
Like, I don't know. I don't even know how many times I've rewatched it. It's unbeatable.
Oh yeah. And it is a movie you can rewatch infinitely. Just like, even if you like, oh, well, I know what's gonna happen. It doesn't matter. Every scene is so good.
And you still root for the idiot running up the stairs going, no,
Yeah.
don't do that.
And all the characters are so good. Matthew Lillard.
Ah,
I am a staunch defender of Matthew Lillard. People think he's an overactor and all. He is so good. And it's...
I mean, sure, but not in this one. This is perfection.
He still overacts, but he does it so
Sure, but
well. He knows how to choose
it
scenery.
Works.
Yeah.
Which is why.
Yeah.
I think that was some of that dialogue was
It was
improvised.
Yeah, because he wasn't supposed to hit him with the phone. So he just
Yeah.
said it. Yeah.
So good.
Mom and Dad are gonna be so mad.
Which is why it's not my number 2.
No.
It's my number 2 is the Blair Witch Project.
Yes. And guess what my number 1 is?
Yes, our number 1 and number 2, obviously.
Yeah.
Same movies, just swapped.
Yes.
And I think we've talked about the Blair Witch
the
Project
same thing.
as well.
We've talked about, because both these movies, 2 of my all-time favorite movies. The Blair Witch Project is a perfect movie.
I still struggle watching the Blair Witch Project.
Oh yeah,
because it's
fucking
so
creepy.
fucking scary.
Yeah. And like we talked about in the action adventure list, like redefining horror, creating an entire subgenre. Oh, but
Yes.
there were movies before, but this was what created the found footage genre.
If this one didn't exist, no one would have continued making found footage.
No, yeah. Funny though, and we've probably brought it up before, no one really did try to copy it after that. It took 10 years for whatever his name was, Oren Peli, I think, who did the first super Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, and pick it up properly. Yeah,
and that's that really started off the wave of thousands of garbage found footage movies.
However, I do believe that a lot of unreleased and like I was about to say handmade movies. That's not the word.
Indie movies, smaller movies,
like, you know, homemade movies kind of thing.
Oh yeah, sure.
Made it in the style of the Blair Witch Project because they realized that, hey, you don't need to have like a super big expensive set and camera and all that stuff. You can just bring a camera out in the woods and it's creepy as fuck. Have someone walk around in the trees in the dark. You'll be scared.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that's one of my favorite things with it. It looks like such a simple concept, which is just...
It's just people being lost in the woods.
Yeah.
And being scared by things in the dark that we don't even see.
It makes me feel like you can make a movie yourself.
Yeah. I didn't dare to go out into the forest for years after that.
In the dark? Hell no.
Hell no.
I still don't.
Hell no. So, unsurprisingly, my number 1 is The Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all the reasons we just said.
I do want to give a shout out if we're going to talk about, because this one was that created the genre. If you want to talk about proto found footage movies, one that people do not talk about at all is the McPherson tape, because it was like lost for many, many years. It's
right.
Have I mentioned it to you?
You've mentioned it, yeah.
It's the one where it's just some guy, like an uncle, filming a nephew's like 6th birthday or something, and while they're filming it, the aliens invade, and then they like, you don't really see it, but they get attacked by little gray men.
Yeah.
It is not as scary, it is not as effective, but it's definitely like a movie that people should watch if they like old school found footage movies. Really, really cool. And it never like breaks the facade that this is real, like to the point where people thought it was real because they found it on the internet and nobody knew what the fuck it was because it got lost after it was made.
Now that's how you should release a found footage movie.
Which they did with Blair Witch, you know?
Firmly believe that that's how you do it, because otherwise, how else are you gonna sell it as a real movie?
You gotta sell it as a real movie.
As a real thing. Especially today.
Yes.
With YouTube and all that, for Christ's sake, because I think didn't Sweden have a last
Sweden
year?
Yeah,
Sweden had a movie come out.
Which movie?
Where they were like, also like they were live streaming the entire. The movie's filmed as if they're live streaming the entire time.
Yeah, because they're like a YouTube podcast kind of
Ghost
thing.
Hunter. Yeah.
And then there's a real ghost chasing them.
Why don't you just release it as a live stream?
Yeah.
Have like a premiere, whatever, on a live stream, and then just leave it up, and then not show it in theaters for like 6 months or something.
Yeah, and then you come and say, "Hey, it was fake."
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, just want to mention.
But then, of course,
we've mentioned it before, but just quickly want to mention there is an interview that Mark Kermode filmed when the movie was released in Cannes, I think, where he interviewed a lady coming out of the theater, and she literally had to leave during the ending because her heart was clapping so hard she thought she was going to have a heart attack, and she's just going like, I couldn't stay there, I had to leave. She was so scarred by it. It's like, yes, that's horror.
The Blair Witch Project we mean now.
The Blair Witch Project, yes.
Now, my number one, we didn't ever mention it, but obviously it's Scream.
It's Scream, duh. For all the reasons we just mentioned.
For all the reasons and so many more.
like we said, both of those are like peak horror, peak horror. Like cinema, especially for the fucking 90s. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So much garbage, and then you have those two fucking chef's kisses, both of them.
Which is what I said in the last episode. I kind of wanted to discuss an ulterior version of this one, where I want you to choose 10 2000s movies. Horror movies, because that would also be kind of difficult, because the good ones didn't really come until the end of the early 2000s.
Sure. Maybe we'll do an extra list. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe if we need some more time.
We'll do a 6th list
for our holiday.
But that's our top 10 90s horror movies.
Do you want to quickly just read through the list in case people forgot what yours was?
Yes. So mine, from number 10.
Starting from number 10.
Arachnophobia. Number 9, Event Horizon. Number 8, Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Number 7, Braindead or Dead Alive. Number 6, Twin Peaks, Fire Walk With Me. Number 5, Jacob's Ladder. Number 4, The Sixth Sense. Number 3, The Exorcist 3 or Legion. Number 2, Scream. And number 1, The Blair Witch Project.
And mine then, starting from number 10, is Audition, The Exorcist 3, Event Horizon, The Sixth Sense, The Silence of the Lambs, The Frighteners, Interview with the Vampire, Ringu, The Blair Witch Project, and Scream.
Yes. So, despite...
I realize we both missed the mark on The Sixth Sense being number 6, but still.
I know. I at least got Exorcist 3 on number 3.
Yeah, yes.
So yeah, despite the 90s being terrible for horror, those are 10 movies we can both recommend. Well, more movies, because we don't all have the same.
Technically, it's more than 10 because we have different movies.
Yeah,
but
almost 20.
almost 20.
Yeah. But that's it for our 90s horror top 10 list. Do you agree? Leave a comment down below. Give us your top 10. This was
a bit of a shorter episode.
Yeah.
Despite it being a very difficult list to assemble.
Well... These are supposed to be little shorter episodes. We'll
True.
just go through.
And also,
our
I think
top
we've
10
talked
lists.
about most of these movies at some point.
Yes. We've talked both the Blair Witch and Scream to death. We've talked about them so much. And I could
Yes.
talk about them even more, but we're not gonna, because then this is gonna be an hour-long episode.
It's going to be more than an hour.
Yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, that's gonna have to be it. Thank you so much for watching or listening, wherever you're getting this. Be sure to like and subscribe. I never say that. Like and follow wherever you're getting this. And,
Thumbs up, stars, hearts, whatever the liking is.
Yeah, and I think
On every app.
the next list is gonna be fantasy movies, top 10 fantasy movies that are not the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which made that one
Yes.
very hard as well.
Very hard.
Get
I
big
still
Lord of the
haven't
Rings.
ranked mine. I just have 10 movies.
Me
I
too. I have to rank
order
it.
them.
And I'll tell you, the last one I just put in there. I'm not even sure it is in my top 10, but I like it. And I had to pick a 10th one. That's the one.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure you count all of them as fantasy, but hey. Letterboxd did.
Letterboxd. Most people do, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll discuss that next week.
Yes.
But until then, have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
The Spoilercast is part of Please Don't Make a Scene. It's produced and hosted by Tobias Vedén. Co-host is Rebecca Vedén. Executive producer is Annika Vedén. I also want to give a shout out to all our patrons over patreon.com/don'tmakeascene. CK85, Christopher Bylén, Daniel Gaiso, Annika Vedén, Jacob, Mom and Mac, Laura King.